Here we go again with the South Union Township Sports Network. Atlantic Broadband Cable, in cooperation with the supervisors of South Union Township, presents the South Union Township Sports Network tonight via tape delay from the Terry Mulholland baseball field here at the Hutchison Complex. It's Pony League baseball time, as tonight the Marlins will take on the Nationals. Hello, everyone. This is Gary Frankhauser along with Jerry Dupay. We welcome you for tonight's action. The South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring the supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, CUTV with Gary Smith. Once again, Gary Frankhauser on the play-by-play, Jerry Dupay on the camera. We'll be right back with the starting lineups and the first pitch after these messages.
Esophageal reflux affects 20% of Americans and can lead to heartburn, regurgitation, chest pain, and difficulty swallowing. Reflux is caused by stomach contents passing a faulty valve and entering the esophagus. Ulcers and precancerous tissue can then form. Offer the latest testing and treatment for reflux disease. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Here's your starting lineups for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Marlins. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 9, Noah Mildren. Batting second, number 8, Nick Pegg. He'll be at second base. Batting third, number 7, Dylan Shea. He'll be starting pitching tonight. Number 10, Christian Burchak is in that fourth spot. He plays center field. Number 6, Trey Colbin will be playing third and batting fifth. Number 4, Cole Filio is catching, batting sixth. Number 11, Lorenzo McFadden will be playing first base. Number 3, Colby Livingston, he'll be playing right field. Number 1, Noah Martin is the extra hitter. And number 5, Cole Fulham will start in left field for the Marlins. Looking at the starters for the home team on the scoreboard, the Nationals, number 2, Cho Chambers will lead off and play right field. Number 10, Tyler Becker will be on the hill batting second. Number 3, Caleb Scott, will be catching and batting third. Number 8, Santino Mara will play shortstop and bat fourth. Number 6, Tristan Robinson will start at third base, batting fifth. Number 5, Alex Busby will be at first base, batting sixth. Batting seventh, number 4, Kyle Sexton, the second baseman. Batting eighth, number 9, Jake Keffer in left field. And rounding out that lineup in the ninth spot, number 12, Patrick Cavanaugh, a call-up, and he will be playing center field. Those are our starting lineups. We'll be right back with the first pitch. You're watching the South Union Township Sports Network.
Important for people to know that we represent injured people to the best of our ability, and we've been successful doing that. And I don't say that to have people come to see us because we have been successful. I say that because it's true, and it's important.
Another important aspect is the experience that we have is local experience in the court system in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Welcome back to Mulholland Field. We're ready for Pony League action. First batter for the Marlins, Noah Mildren, looks at a curveball in there for a strike from Tyler Becker, pitching to Caleb Scott behind home plate. Here's the 0-1 on the way. There's a pop-up, third base side, foul. No, drifts back into fair territory for the out. Catch there by Tristan Robinson. So a pop-up to third starts things off with the first out. May have some lineup changes here.
Kyler Theodore is going to be the last batter. Him and Cole are going to switch. Kyler's going to play first right field. Colby's going to left field.
We'll get those lineup changes as the first pitch comes in to Nick Pegg. Swing and a miss for strike one. Breaking pitch, swing and a miss, strike two. Tyler Becker ahead, 0-2 in the account, one out, top of the first. 0-2 pitch, that's a little high. From the windup, pitch again, there's a shot down first baseline, out of play. Hanging in is Nick Pegg. Got to stay alive down those lines. 1-2 pitch. That's in the dirt. Count runs even, 2-2. Field in excellent condition out here at Mulholland. Little overcast. Lights will be coming on here directly, I imagine. 2-2 pitch. There's a ground ball to second. Big hop up with it and on to first for the out. Play made there by Kyle Sexton onto Alex Busby at first base. 2 outs in the inning. That's going to bring up number 7, Dylan Shea, pitching for the Marlins here this evening. Becker with the delivery. Curve just misses inside for ball 1. A lot of baseball action out here at the HARC facility. Playoff action all week. Fastball on the outside corner, 1-1. One delivery. There's a shot deep to left field. Way back, going out of here. Long drive, home run by Dylan Shea. Puts the Marlins on top, 1-0. Just drove that fastball deep over the left field fence just to the right of the scoreboard. Dylan Shea with the massive shot over the left field fence. 1-0 Marlins. Caught the fat part of the bat on that one, just centered it up and drilled it over the left field fence. Brings up Christian Burchick with 2 outs, 1 run in. Number 10, Christian, is the center fielder. Takes ball 1 outside. 1-0 delivery in for a strike at the knees, 1-1. Still from the windup, Becker, breaking pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Christian Burchick. Signal and the delivery. There's a shot to short. Mara up with it, on to first for the out. 6-3 ends the inning, but not before the Marlins strike for 1 on the home run by Dylan Shea. We'll be back with the bottom of the first. You're watching the South Union Township Sports Network. We're back for the bottom half of the first inning. Leading off for the Nationals will be Joe Chambers, facing Dylan Shea on the mound for the Marlins. A little change in the lineup for the Marlins. Batting in that 10th spot will be Kyler Theodori, and he is playing right field. Colby Livingston is over at left field. Here's the first pitch, high and outside to Joe Chambers, the right fielder for the Nationals. Wearing number 2. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss. High fastball, 1-1. Pleasant evening here at the Mulholland Field. 1-1 from the windup, just a little low out and outside. 2 balls in 1 strike. Marlins on top, 1-0, courtesy of the long home run by Dylan Shea. There's a pop-up. Looks like it's going to be playable, but no, it hits the screen and will stay on top of the screen. Goes down as a strike. 2-2 the count. Joe Chambers trying to get things started here for the Nationals. We'll go over that defense once again for the Marlins. After this pitch, there's a pop-up to right field. Coming in, looks like it might be trouble, and it is. Falls in for a seeing eye single there for Joe Chambers. Leading off for the Marlins. Coming in trying to make the play out there in right field was Kyler Theodori, but no chance as that ball just landed where no one really had an opportunity to make a play. Well, that will bring up Tyler Becker, batting left-handed, play over to first. Diving back in safely is Chambers. Nobody out, 1 on for the Nationals, 1-0 Marlins. As we work here in the bottom of the first. From the stretch, strike on the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike. To Tyler Becker, the pitcher for the Nationals. Throw over again, back in easily is Chambers. Digging in from the left side, Tyler Becker. That's outside. 1-1. Dylan Shea on the hill for the Marlins. Pitching to Cole Filio behind the plate. Again, toss over. Lorenzo McFadden over there at first base. Jockeying with Joe Chambers. 1-1 delivery. That's in the dirt for ball. Kind of gets away a little bit from Filio. Tracks it down. No damage. No chance for Chambers to advance. 2 balls and a strike. Shea from the stretch. Here's a pitch, runner going, and a foul back right over our head. It's going to be out of play and hits right behind Jerry on the dugout here. Caught the wire. That'll be out of play. 2-2 the count. Ball being retrieved. Might have a few scuffs on that one. Nobody out. Joe Chambers on with a leadoff single here in the bottom of the first. Becker. Runner going again. There's a shot down first, and Chambers will have to retrace his steps once again. Ball finds the Clovers down there in the foul territory in right field. Count remains 2-2. Collecting himself now on the mound, Dylan Shea. Tyler Becker hanging tough, fouling off the last 2 pitches. Runner again going, shot again down the right field line. So Chambers getting a workout out there, running sprints between first and second. 3rd straight time he took off from first. And Becker's making him work, fouling those pitches off. Count remains 2-2. Throw over now, and Chambers will have to dive back in. Becker again digging in. Runner going once again. Ball's outside. Throw down to second. Chambers in with the stolen base. So the tenacity pays off there for Joe Chambers. His 4th attempt ends up in the stolen base, and the count runs full with Tyler Becker at the plate. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 1st. There's a pitch. That's high and inside, so Becker works a walk. A lot of pitches thrown in that at bat as Becker fouled off 4 pitches. And that's going to bring up Caleb Scott, the catcher for the Nationals, with 2 on now and nobody out. Outfield straight away and medium depth. Big lead out at first for Becker, not being held on. There's a pitch just low, ball 1. So Dylan Shea put the Marlins on top with the home run in the top of the 1st, but now in a bit of a jam with 2 on and nobody out. Scott takes ball 2. Chambers led off with the bloop single to right. Becker worked the walk to result in 1st and 2nd. There's a shot down first base side again, foul, out of play. Spectators also getting their workout, chasing foul balls down there. Caleb Scott digging in at the plate. There's a shot down to short and backhanded. Play to 3rd. Nicely done. 1 out in the inning on the force play at 3rd. Play there by Noah Mildren. Flips it over to Trey Colbin for the out, getting that lead runner. And Scott will be on at first with the fielder's choice, but a big out there for the Marlins will bring up Santino Mara now with 1 out and 2 on. Breaking pitch just hangs a little bit high for ball 1. Mara in that cleanup spot. Has hit the ball hard all year. Opportunity now here in the bottom of the 1st. Big cut. Foul back to the screen. 1-1. Outfield deep for Mara. Shea from the stretch. Jockeying back and forth with Becker out there at second base. Second baseman Pegg trying to hold him on close. 1-1. Throw down to second now as Pegg was holding Becker on. Safely back in. Mara waiting the delivery. Here's a pitch. There's a pop-up on the right side. It's in foul territory. McFadden giving chase but cannot get to it. So Mara has life with the count now, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Nick, yell, he's got room. Tell him how much, man. He could have had that.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. 1-0. Marlins on top of the Nationals. Nationals trying to answer here in the bottom of the first. Another breaking pitch, stays high. Shea on the mound for the Marlins. A lot of pitches here in the first inning. There's a shot in the center field line. Drive and catch made out there by the center fielder, number 10, Kristen Burchek. Hard hit ball there by Mara, but on the line, picked up quickly by Burchek, able to pull it in for the second out of the inning. So Dylan Shea trying to work his way out of this first inning dilemma. Brings up Tristan Robinson, the third baseman. Runners going. There's the throw down to third, sliding in safely. Swing and a miss on the play, so it's going to be 1 strike, but both runners move up on the double steal. No balls, 1 strike to Tristan Robinson now with 2 runners in scoring position. There's a pitch, there's a shot into right field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. That'll score 2 runs, gets by the right fielder, and that's going to put Robinson into second base with a single. Moves to second on the misplay out there in right, but that will score 2 runs for the Nationals, and they take the early 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the first. So with Robinson out there in scoring position, Alex Busby now will come to the plate, the first baseman for the Nationals. First pitch just a little low for a ball. So an opportunity for Shea to work out of that inning was not to be, as Robinson comes in with the 2 RBI single to right. Ball gets by the catcher, and that's outside a little bit, so it's ball 2. So going down to third on the pass ball is Robinson. Now at third base with 2 outs. Busby swing and foul tip back to the screen. 2 balls and a strike. Sixth man to come to the plate for the Nationals here in the first. There's a shot again into center field. Coming in is Burchek. It bounces in front of him. Was playing shallow, but Busby able to get it down in front of him, and now we may have an injured player out there as Burchek is trying to stretch it out, but a little bit of a problem. Let's see if he's okay. Might have pulled a muscle on that as he was trying to get into catch that ball. Might have taken a strange hop and caught him in an unfortunate location. I think he'll be okay. Just kind of shake it off out there. With that, we'll take an injury timeout here on the South Union Township Sports Network. It's the Nationals 2 and the Marlins 1. We'll be back with the remainder of the bottom of the first after this. We're back after the injury timeout. Noah Martin will go into center field to give Burchek a break. And stepping to the plate for the Nationals is Kyle Sexton, takes ball 1 high. So Busby is on at first with an RBI single. 3-1 now, Nationals on top. Little mound manicuring being done out there by Shea. Collecting himself, trying to get out of this inning. 7th batter to the plate. Ball 2 inside. Crowd filtering in here at the Mulholland Field. Bleachers filled up down the left field side and underneath behind the dugout. Runner going, ball low and outside. Whoa, almost caught him on the heel on that steal attempt there, but Busby in with the stolen base. Sexton now at the plate with a runner in scoring position. Pitch in for a strike. Fastball right down the middle. Sexton looking all the way. Shea from the stretch. Brings it to the plate. Just inside for ball 4. So Sexton will trot down to first and bring up Jake Keffer. Number 9, he's the left fielder. 8th man to the plate here for the Nationals in the bottom of the first. 3 runs in. Low and in the dirt. That'll allow both runners to move up. So on the wild pitch, ball 1 to Jake Keffer. Moves up Busby to third and Sexton to second. Play over to the third. Back in safely is Busby. Shea looking for that third out here in the inning. Nationals did not score until after 2 outs. Now the ball gets away. Good heads-up play there by Mildren out there at short. From the windup now, Shea. That's in for a strike. Good fastball. Another fastball, ground ball to short. Throw over to first. McFadden can't get it, as hustling down to first was Jake Keffer for the infield single. Tough play over there at short by Mildren. Got to the ball, but a slow roller allowed Keffer to get down to first and Busby to score the 4th run of the inning. So Patrick Cavanaugh will hit a high ball to left field. Going over and making the catch in left field for the 3rd out is Colby Livingston. So first pitch hitting there was Patrick Cavanaugh to end the inning. 9 batters to the plate, score 4 for the Nationals. It's 4-1. We'll be back with the top of the second. You're watching the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Welcome back. Top half of the second inning, 4-1. Nationals plating 4 in the bottom half of the first inning. The Marlins, courtesy of the Dylan Shea home run with 1 in the top of the first. Now top of the second, Trey Colbin, the third baseman, steps in for the Marlins. And he lifts one to left field. Down the line, that could be trouble, and it is a fair ball, and that could be a double as he trots into second with the double down the left field line. So Trey Colbin starts things off for the Marlins. Unable to track that one down. Jake Keffer had to come a long way to get that ball. By the time he got there, Colbin was rounding first and into second with the stand-up double. Catcher Cole Filio now with a runner in scoring position. Ball inside, and it gets away from Scott. Play down to third. He's in safely. Tag a little late. Sliding in safely there was Colbin. No appeal allowed, and first pitch was a ball inside to Cole Filio. Looked to me like the runner was able to slide in under the tag. That's a ball 2. As Tyler Becker working here in the top of the second with a 4-1 lead. Nobody out. Trey Colbin down at third. There's a strike on the outside part of the plate. Fastball. 2-1 now to Cole Filio. McFadden on deck. Next pitch, breaking ball in for a strike. Just breaks it off right over the letters and heart of the plate. So 2-2 now. There's a shot to center field. Should be a tag, but that's going to get over the head of the center fielder, Patrick Cavanaugh. Filio's going to try for 3. No throw on the play as Mara will run it in. And a triple by Cole Filio plates a run here in the second for the Marlins. Cuts the lead now to 4-2. Leadoff double followed by the triple as Filio replaces Colbin down at third base and brings up Lorenzo McFadden, the first baseman, with nobody out here in the top of the second. Breaking pitch in for a strike. McFadden from the left side. Strong batter. Infield back for the Nationals as they lead. A swing and a miss. Oh, 2 the count. Tyler with the pitch. Just inside. Thought about it as a strike, but pulled back and made the call inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lorenzo McFadden with Filio down at third. RBI triple for him. Outfield deep now. Ball inside. 2-2. Becker trying to work strikes. McFadden trying to get one to hit. Strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. Looking, so the first out of the inning brings up Colby Livingston, the left fielder. With 1 out, runner at third. Good cut on that fastball. Got a piece of it back to the screen. 0-1 delivery. Swing at a high one. Chased it high. It's 0 balls and 2 strikes now to Colby. Trying to get one in play to bring home Filio down there at third with just 1 out. Nationals playing back in the infield, willing to give up the run. There's a pitch. Strike 3 looking again. Good curveball by Becker. Just froze the batter at the plate for the 2nd out. And that's going to bring up Noah Martin. We're going to have a courtesy runner as Filio, the catcher, will come in to put on his equipment. And going out to run will be Colby Livingston. Noah Martin will step in. He came in to play center field when Burchek had the slight injury. Open stance. Looks at one inside for ball 1. Marlins don't want to leave that runner out there at third with nobody out, but give credit to Tyler Becker, back-to-back strikeouts after a double and a triple. There's a foul back, 1-1. Four to 2 is the score here in the top of the 2nd. Nationals on top of the Marlins. Swing and a miss. Play down to third. He's back in safely. Good throw. Good snap throw there by Scott. Had him dead to rights, but tagged just a little bit late. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Martin. That's in the dirt. Check swing. Evens the count at 2-2. Noah Martin deep in that box. Open stance. Has a good look at that ball coming in. There's a pitch. Outside, play down to third again. Back in standing. Full count now. Becker from the stretch. There's a foul tip as Martin hangs tough. Little sun now popping out here over the left field fence, brightening things up. Full count pitch. Outside, ball 4. So Martin works a walk. Makes it a 1st and 3rd situation with 2 outs and brings up Kyler Theodori, the right fielder for the Marlins. In there for a strike on the outside corner. Not much of a lead out there at first base for Martin. Good arm behind the plate with Scott. Second pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. Tyler Becker going to the heat. 0-2 pitch. Foul back, and look out over there on the first base dugout. Kyler stays alive. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That'll do it here in the top half of the 2nd. But the Marlins do pick up a run on a double by Colbin, triple by Filio. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. The Nationals on top, 4-2 on the South Union Township Sports Network.
colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths. Signs include abdominal pain and rectal bleeding. Colon cancer develops from a degenerating benign growth or polyp. Doctors performing colonoscopy are able to remove precancerous polyps, thus preventing colon cancer. This saves lives, and the American Cancer Society now recommends that everyone have a colonoscopy every 10 years, beginning at age 50. Offer the latest diagnostic testing. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Here we go with the bottom half of the second inning. Leading off, Joe Chambers, the leadoff hitter for the Nationals, as they brought 9 men to the plate in the first. There's a swing and a miss on a good fastball there by Dylan Shea. Chambers was on with a single in the first, but was the victim of the fielder's choice, shortstop to third, as he rips one down the line, and that is fair. Joe Chambers will round first and head to second. Easily in with a leadoff double. Joey Chambers once again gets things going for the Nationals here in the bottom of the second. Already leading 4-2. Tyler Becker walked in the first, came around to score the first run for the Nationals after fouling off numerous pitches in his first attempt. Now, fake back throw to second. Sneaking in behind was Mildren. Trying to keep things close out there at second. Outfield hugging the line in right. Fastball in for a strike. Becker looking for the 0-1 delivery. Just outside, 1-1. Crowd just continues to flow in here. 1-1 delivery outside just barely. 2 balls and a strike. Becker looks at ball 3. Ball gets away, but Filio quickly retrieving that one. No chance for Chambers to advance. Good baseball action here in the Pony League at HARC. A lot of good athletes learning the game the right way. Strike on the outside corner. A lot of these players are involved in numerous leagues. Get a lot of baseball in, a lot of hitting in. Fielding practice, looking to improve every day. Another pitch. There's a high fly ball to right field. Going over and making the catch out there in center field. Beautiful catch was Noah Martin. Came a long way over into right center field to make the catch. Tagging on the play and going to third base was Joe Chambers. High fly ball that Noah Martin was able to track down out there.
Give him a couple, Colby.
And coming to the plate now is Caleb Scott on a fielder's choice. Back in the first. Runner at third with 1 out now. Ball gets away. I'm going to check that. It might be Burchek back out there in center field. And I'm thinking that it is, but trying to look into the dugout. I believe that is Burchek, who checked back into center field and made that catch. Play over the third. got closer than it should have been over there at third base, but back in safely is Chambers. Caleb Scott, the catcher. There's a shot down third, and that's foul as Buddy Mara had to jump out of the way. Showed some agility down there coaching third. That's why you stay in foul territory when you're a runner at third base. That ball would have happened to hit him in foul territory, would have been no damage. So pitch to Scott again. That's high and inside. 2 balls and a strike.
Let's go, Shay. Let's go, Shay.
A lot of folks walking around out here. Nice night for baseball. Strike on the outside corner. Two and two now. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Good high fastball that time by Dylan Shea for the second out of the inning. We'll bring up Santino Mara. Line shot to center field, his first at bat. Chambers still down at third base now with 2 outs. Shea will work from the stretch. That's a ball outside. Mara will be aggressive at the plate, looking for something that he can drive. Deep in left field. Swing and a miss for a strike. 1-1 as the outfield is deep all the way around here for Santino. That long leverage swing. Play to third, back in safely is Chambers. One pitch, ground ball to short. Mildren up with it. On to first, and the third out recorded. No damage for the Nationals in the second. On one hit, that double stranded at third. We'll go to the top of the third. Score remains 4-2, Nationals over the Marlins here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
You don't have to travel to Pittsburgh to get good representation. We've been doing it since 1976. We've been successful. We can help you right here at home.
We know the nuances of the legal system in Uniontown and Fayette County. We know the nuances of the legal system in Waynesburg and in Washington.
We know the system. We know where the courthouse is, and we know where to park. And at our office, you can park for free.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Let's go, kid. Hook something out there.
Top of the third, Marlins coming to bat, and Noah Mildren, the leadoff hitter and shortstop. Nice play to end the last inning. Looks at ball one inside. Popped up to third base, his first time at bat. One 1-0 pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Third inning of work here for Tyler Becker. Right-hander delivers. Ground ball up the middle. That'll find its way into center field for a leadoff single for Noah Mildren. Nick Pegg will now come to the plate. Grounded to second in the first. Becker will deliver from the stretch with Mildren now on at first. Quick cut on that one, foul back for a strike. Good eats out here at the Pony Field. Concession stand in full swing. Got ourselves some refreshments during the game. Nobody out. Mildred on at first. Pegg swing and a miss for strike two from Becker. No balls, 2 strikes. Mildred with his lead off first. Becker shaking off several signals. Checks the runner. Comes with the breaking ball, 0-2. High and outside. Tried to get him to chase. Good 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 looking. Fastball right on the outside part of the plate. 4th strikeout for Tyler Becker. And that will bring up Dylan Shea, who hit the long home run back in the first inning to give the Marlins the early 1-0 lead. Becker will lead him off with a curveball, change of pace, change of speed. Dylan Shea, a lot of power in there at home plate. And that's low and outside. Good block there by Scott. 2-0. Becker from the stretch. Cut there by Shea for a strike. 2-1. Tyler checking on Mildren over there at first. Doesn't look like he's going to run. Not a running lead. And a curveball fouled to the left side there by Shea. I think he wishes he had that one back again. Had a nice rip at it, but could not center it up on the barrel of the bat. So it's 2-2. 1 out here in the top of the third. 4-2. Nationals on top. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So again, change of pace. Gets the second out of the inning by way of strikeout. And that's going to bring up Burchek. Grounded to short to end the first. Becker deliberately stands at the stretch position, delivers ball 1 low. Center field way deep for the Nationals. Left field medium, right field shallow. Swing and a miss by Burchek, 1-1. Might see Mildren take off here on one of these attempts. Still with a modest lead out there at first. Strike on the outside corner. So Becker still delivering strikes for the Nationals. 2 outs, runner on at first. There's a drive. Ooh, a snag by Becker. Just look what I found, but give him credit. Good snag there by Becker on a hard hit ball by Christian Burchak. Robs him of a hit and ends the inning. That will do it for the top of the third. We'll be right back after these messages on the South Union Township Sports Network. It's 4-2, Nationals over the Marlins. Welcome back. Gary Frankhauser along with Jerry Dupay. We're ready for the bottom half of the third inning. Nationals on top, 4-2. Leading off this bottom of the third is Tristan Robinson, the third baseman for the Nationals. Singled a 2 RBI single back in the first. There's a little dribbler to short. Mildren up with it. Strong throw. Not being able to dig it out there is Livingston. So we're going to rule that an infield hit for Tristan Robinson. Tough play over there for Mildren deep in the hole as he had to go far to his right. And that's going to bring up Alec Busby. He also singled back in the first. With nobody out, throw over. Robinson back in. Busby with the runner going, pop foul will send Robinson back to first. Oh, 1 delivery, strike on the outside corner. 0-2 in the third inning of work here for Dylan Shea on the mound for the Marlins. Robinson, big lead. He'll go this time. And there's a little dribbler down the first base line. Shea will tag the runner. Nice play there by Dylan Shea. Grabbed it cleanly with the glove and was able to make the tag on Alex Busby for the first out of the inning. But that will move Robinson down to second with 1 out and bring up Kyle Sexton. He walked back in the first. The outfield comes in shallow. There's a bunt, pop up, and caught nicely there by Filio. Wow. Nice play there by the catcher, Cole Filio, popping out of that squat position behind the plate down the third base line and making the excellent grab on the pop-up bunt there by Sexton. A lot of credit that time there for Cole Filio. 2 outs now. That's going to bring up Jake Keffer. Take strike 1. singled back in the first. Robinson back down at second. There's a foul tip. 0-2. Jake Keffer, number 9, the left fielder for the Nationals, at the plate with 2 outs, runner on at second. Here's a pitch, strike 3 called. Worked out of that inning, Dylan Shea, nicely done. No runs, 1 hit. 1 man left on base. We'll go to the 4th. It's still 4-2. Nationals over the Marlins. Top of the 4th inning, Marlins coming to the plate. Trey Colbin doubled in the second, came around to score the second run for the Marlins. The ball in play in front of the home dugout here. Cleaned up that. Tyler Becker with the pitch. High and inside, ball 1. Colbin doubled down the left field line in the second. Swing and a miss for a strike. 1-1. High fastball. Tied him up a little bit. Here's a shot again down the left field line, and that's going to fall and get by the left fielder. Colbin will go to second. He may try for 3. Here comes the throw. Mara into third base, but in standing with the triple is Trey Colbin. 2 for 2, double and a triple. Tough play out there in left field. Trying to make the catch was Jake Keffer. Could not get it, and it got by him to the wall, allowing Colbin to scamper all the way around to third base with nobody out. Brings up Cole Filio, who tripled behind Colbin back in the second, and takes strike 1. Got Cavanaugh out there at center field playing really deep this time. There's a pitch high and outside, 1-1. Filio with that nice play behind the plate in the bottom of the 3rd. There's a foul to the right side. That'll be out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Nationals playing the infield back, again willing to concede a run if Filio can put it in play somewhere. Becker looking for that strikeout pitch. There's a pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, but it's in the dirt. And that'll have to be a play down to first. So nice play by the catcher for the Nationals, Caleb Scott, for the first out. And that'll bring up Lorenzo McFadden. 6 strikeouts now for Tyler Becker. McFadden looked at strike 3 back in the second, looks at ball 1 here. Again, the infield stays back for the Nationals.
Thanks for taking them and picking them up yesterday. We had a pretty good time.
There's a swing, and that ball gets by, but close quarters behind home plate does not allow for an advancement. Renzo chasing a little bit on that, makes it 1-1. Sun setting over the left field trees. Not much wind here at Mulholland Field. Just a nice little breeze. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Letter high fastball. McFadden went for that one. Tried to give it a charge. Look for Becker to maybe try to get McFadden to chase something in the dirt. Curveball, strike 3 over the outside part of the plate. So 2 strikeouts after the leadoff triple by Colbin. Will bring up Livingston. Becker brings a fastball in for a strike. Nice heat. Swing, good cut there by Livingston. Got a little piece of it. But now 0-2 with 2 outs. Runner on at third. Top of the 4th inning. 4-2, Nationals on top. Becker trying to strand that leadoff triple. That's in the dirt. Good 0-2 pitch. 1-2 now. Shade coming over the left field fence. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will do it for the top of the 4th. 3 consecutive strikeouts, ends the inning, and we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Nationals 4, Marlins 2 on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Southwestern Endoscopy Center is a state-licensed and Medicare-certified facility and emphasizes privacy, comfort, caring, and safety. For colonoscopies and upper GI endoscopies, painless procedures are done with twilight sedation given by a board-certified anesthesiologist. The center accepts most insurance plans and is staffed by Drs. Ruthhart, Calabrese, Stokes, SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Davis and Davis, helping the injured.
If you're injured in an accident, after you address the medical problems, you're going to be faced with numerous questions concerning who's going to pay your medical bills, your property damage, the wages that you might be losing if you can't go to work. These are things that you need counsel for.
That your income is protected, that your bills are paid, that your family's taken care of. We've been doing this since 1976. We've helped injured people. We can help you.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Patrick Cavanaugh leading off for the Nationals. Looks at ball 1. Bottom half of the 4th inning. After 4 runs in the first, the Nationals blanked in the 2nd and 3rd. Marlins put 1 up in the first, 1 up in the 2nd. And that leaves us at the 4-2. And there's a high drive to deep left field. Going back and unable to track it down. That'll be 2 hops to the fence. So Patrick Cavanaugh leading things off with a high driving double to deep left center field. Sets things up for Joe Chambers. 2 for 2, singled in the first, doubled in the second. stranded in the second. Nobody out. High fastball as Dylan Shea works into his fourth inning of work. Wide stance in there for Joe Chambers. Looks at a ball, and that was blocked in there nicely by the umpire. Skipped off the dirt, got him right in the middle of the chest protector. Keeps things in front of the catcher, Filio. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss, strike one, 2-1. Bright sunshine now here at Mulholland Field. 2-1 pitch. Tried to come with an off-speed breaking pitch there in the dirt, 3-1. Shea with the signal. Cavanaugh kept close at second. There's a ground ball to short. Mildren with the big hop on to first. Nice play, one out. He's pulling the ball out of his glove to make the throw to third. So that will be a 6-3 first out of the inning, but moves Cavanaugh down to third. Slow roller there. Good base running by Cavanaugh to make his way down to third with one out. And that'll bring up Tyler Becker. Walked in the first. Flew out to right center field. Nice play in the second inning by Christian Burchek to retire Tyler. But he has a runner in scoring position now down there at third with one out. Looks at ball one outside. Shea checks the runner at third. Brings it to the plate. Strike on the outside corner. One out in the inning. 4-2, Nationals on top of the Marlins. Just missing on the inside part of the plate, 2-1. Outfield at median depth. The Marlins playing back at second and short. Look at ball three. Becker looking for something to put in play to try to bring in Cavanaugh. There's ball four as that one hits the plate. So second walk of the game for Tyler Becker puts him on at first. So now we have first and third, and Caleb Scott will come to the plate. 0 for 2 on a fielder's choice in the first, struck out in the second. Nationals looking to try to add to a 4-2 lead. I think Becker would take off on the first pitch, throw over, and he's back in safely. Pretty substantial lead out there for Becker. Good speed out there at first base also. Big lead, he goes. Ball's in the dirt, and Becker will have no play at second. So now that eliminates the forced play at second, puts runners at second and third with just one out. Ball one to Caleb Scott. Next delivery in for a strike. Both pitchers doing a nice job here. Dylan Shea for the Marlins, Tyler Becker for the Nationals. Ball High and outside, 2-1. Scott looking for something to put in play. Inside, 3-1. Big pitch here for Shea. Trying to deal with Caleb Scott. Swing at a high fastball. 3-2. Full count. Shea with the pitch. Inside, ball 4. So that'll load him up with just 1 out. And Santina Mara coming to the plate. Hit the ball hard twice. Lined out to center field in the first, and a hard grounder to short back in the second. With bases loaded and just 1 out. 4-2. Nationals on top here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Shea will work from the stretch. Strike 1 on the outside corner. Fake throw to first. Diving back in was Scott, but no throw. Cavanaugh down at third. Becker at second. Scott at first. Mara at the plate. 0-1 pitch. There's a foul back, so 0-2. One out in the inning. Dylan Shea working against Santino Mara. Shea with the pitch. Whoa, just missing on the outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Shea shakes off that first sign. Next one, foul tip, just a piece there by Mara. Good placement there by Shea. Tough spot, 1 out, bases loaded. Shot up the middle, that's going to be a base hit. Burchek up with it, that's going to score 2. Play at the plate, but getting in there easily is Becker. So a 1-out single by Santino Mara. Plates 2 for the Nationals. Stretches the lead out now to 6-2. Scoring on the play was Cavanaugh and Becker. And now with first and second, Tristan Robinson, 2 for 2, will come to the plate. Right inside for ball 1. Shea thought he had Mara struck out, but the ball was called a little bit outside. And Mara took advantage with the RBI single. Fake throw to first, nobody covering. Shea will step off and throw to second. Whoa, close out there. A little too close for comfort, I think. Scott leading off. Shea made the throw. Runners going. Strike called. Throw down to third, and he's safe. Slid to the outside of the bag. Throw was taken on the inside of the bag. Sweep tag not in time as the call was made safe. So the double steal puts runners now at second and third. Scott at third. Mara at second. 1-1 count to Tristan Robinson at the plate with one out in the inning. 2 runs in. 6-2 the score now. Nice throw down there by Filio, just unable to get the tag down in time. Now throw again, making Scott dive back in. Robinson singled in the first, came around to score, and also singled in the third. Shot to left field, and that's going to be over the head of the left fielder to the wall. Will score 2 more for the Nationals. And heading into third, trying to stretch it to a triple, is Robinson. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a triple. 2 RBIs. Makes it now 8-2. Nationals on top, with Busby coming to the plate once again with 1 out and a runner down at third. Shot to left field, playing a little bit shallow out there was Livingston, but could not get to it. As Robinson put a charge into it as that ball goes all the way down third base line on the high pitch off the screen. Ball 1 to Alex Busby. Shea will go now to the windup. Bunt call. Play to third. And he is out at third. The squeeze play was on. Bunt was missed there by Busby, and coming down the line was Robinson, just caught in no man's land. Good throw by Filio. Tag on the play down there at third by Colbin for the second out of the inning. He races Robinson down there at third. There's a ball in the dirt, so that will be a 2-1 count now. 2 outs now, bases now empty. 4 runs in the inning for the Nationals. Shea trying to end things here in the 4th inning. Ball inside. Three and one. Here's the delivery. Ground ball to short. Going to his right was Mildren. Knocks it down. Play to first. Can't catch it. And that ball will go to the fence and allow Busby to scoot in. Another difficult play there by Mildren. Really no chance to get the speedy Busby down at first base. And we'll give him the infield single. Goes to second on the error. And now with 2 outs, Kyle Sexton will get an opportunity. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Good cut there by Kyle. Right on it, just unable to make contact. Walked back in the first. Popped up to the catcher. The beautiful play by Filio back in the second. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2, Shea out in front now. Outfield very shallow for Kyle. Here's the pitch. Got a piece. Dylan Shea now. Delivery to Sexton. It's a pop up to left field. That could be trouble again. Over and making the nice catch out there in left field was Colby Livingston. Had to range far to his right, but able to pull it in for the third out here in the bottom of the fourth. But 4 runs in for the Nationals, and they lead now 8-2. We'll go to the fifth on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Noah Martin steps in and hits one foul over the stands here on the left field side for the Marlins. Noah Martin walked back in the second. Facing Tyler Becker in his 5th inning of work. Looks at ball high, 1-1. Strike on the outside corner. Working quickly now out there is Tyler Becker. Pretty good outing, allowing 2 runs. And 1, 3, 5 hits. There's a ground ball to second. Backhanded nicely. Play to first for the out. 4-3. Nice play there by Kyle Sexton. Gets it over to Busby for the first out of the inning. Had to backhand that on a little bit of an awkward hop. But nicely done there by Sexton. Becker will thank him for that one. As Cole Fulham into the game now will come to the plate with 1 out. Looked at ball 1. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1-1. Wind and delivers high and outside. 2-1. Sun just about below the tree line out in left field. Foul tip there by Fulham. Good cut. It's not able to center it up on the barrel of the bat. Becker with the sign. Rocks and deals. Curveball. 4, strike 3. Swing and a miss. Let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 strikeouts for Tyler Becker. So with 2 outs, top of the order, Mildren try to get things going with 2 outs. He'll hit a ground ball to first. Busby takes it himself. 1-2-3 inning for Becker in the top half of the 5th. Score remains 8-2. Nationals over the Marlins. Back with the bottom of the 5th. Here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Welcome back for the bottom half of the fifth inning here at Mulholland Field. Pony League action. Still on the hill, Dylan Shea. There's a ground ball to third. That's going to stay fair by Jake Keffer. Long throw over and making the nice play there, third baseman. Trey Colbin gets it over to Noah Martin, who just checked in at first base. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Dylan Shea. That'll bring Patrick Cavanaugh. Hit a long double back in the fourth inning. Came around to score. Swing and a miss for strike one. Patrick, a call up from the Little League to the Pony League. There's a big hopper to Mildren. Throw over to first, making the play. Nice play there by Noah Martin. Had to come off the bag slightly to get the ball, but was able to get his foot back on the bag in time for the second out. So quickly 2 outs here in the bottom half of the fifth. Back to the top of the order now with Joe Chambers. 2 for 3, singled in the first, doubled in the second, grounded to short, and right back at Shea. Line drive. He was able to snag it. Quick reaction there by Dylan Shea. Quick inning, 1, 2, 3. And that will do it in the bottom of the fifth. We'll move to the sixth. Still 8-2, Nationals over the Marlins on the South Union Township Sports Network. Top half of the sixth inning, new pitcher for the Nationals, moving over from shortstop. Santino Mara swaps spots with Tyler Becker, who moves to short. Leading off for the Marlins here in the top of the sixth is Nick Pegg. Facing Santino Mara, first pitch strike. Nick grounded to second and struck out so far here this evening. 0-1 pitch. Strike on the outside corner. 2 identical pitches there by Mara. Nick now facing an 0-2 count. Big hopper to third. Strong throw across and the out recorded. Good strong throw there by Tristan Robinson. Just whipped it across the infield to his first baseman, Busby. 1 out in the inning. Dylan Shea will come to the plate. Gets another grounder to third. Robinson up with it, high throw, and Shea will beat that one, and it goes out of play, so he will be awarded second base. I believe he had that one beat regardless. So we're going to give him the infield single. It's a little bit of a high throw, so he goes to second on the throwing error. Shea did not give me a chance to mention that long home run he hit back in the first for the first run for the Marlins. Now 2 for 3 as he will be on at second for Christian Burchek. There's a shot down the right field line, fair ball. That will go all the way to the fence. Burchak rounding second. He'll try for 3. And it won't be a throw to third as Christian Burchak just slices one down to the first base line. Ball goes all the way to the fence down there to the right of the 296 sign. And Burchak in with a stand-up triple, plating Shea for the third run for the Marlins, now trailing 8-3. Colbin will now come to the plate, and he'll swing and miss. Trey 2 for 2, doubled in the second and scored, tripled in the fourth, but was stranded down at third. Took a big cut at that first one for strike 1. Mara will work from the stretch. Foul ball, strike 2. So Mara out in front, 0-2. 1 out, 1 run in for the Marlins. Mara agrees with the sign, sets, and deals. Just outside, did not get the call. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mara once again. Foul tip, hanging tough. Trey Colbin, the third baseman for the Marlins. Mara on in relief for Tyler Becker here in the top of the 6th. Comes with the breaking pitch, and Colbin gets a piece of it. One-two count again. Another foul ball, so Colbin hanging tough. Scott pointing down to third base as if to indicate he'd like to try a little throw down there to Robinson, with Burchak leading off. Here's a pitch. High fly ball to center field, shallow center, and that's going to fall for a hit. Playing deep out there, Cavanaugh had no chance for that, and that will be an RBI single for Trey Colbin, bringing in the second run of the inning for the Marlins, who have now cut into the lead, standing 8-4. Just 1 out, 3 straight hits for the Marlins, as Cole Filio will come to the plate, tripled back in the second and struck out in the fourth. Swings at a high one. A little bit over anxious there, trying to rip one into the outfield. Little shallow now in right field. Medium depth in left. Cavanaugh comes in a little bit at center. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Oh-2 count, 1 out. Top of the 6th inning, 2 runs in for the Marlins. Here's a pitch, foul back. Runner was going. All kind of moving parts on that play. Colbin takes off on the pitch. Filio attacking the fastball, able to get a piece. Here's a pitch, outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cole Filio crowding the plate. Mara from the stretch, another foul ball. Cole Filio battling in there with 1 out in the inning. Marlins trying to add to a 2-run inning here in the top of the 6th. Just outside, 2-2. Mara, 2-2 pitch. Ground ball between short and third, and that will be a clean base hit, as no chance there for Robinson as he dove to his left, got a piece of it with the leather, but unable to pull it in, and that will be a single for Filio. So 4 straight hits now as the Marlins set up first and second with just 1 out, and Lorenzo McFadden will come to the plate. Coach Mara out to talk to Santino, just try to settle things down here a little bit. Score now stands 8-4. Marlins chipping away here in the top of the 6th. Lorenzo McFadden with an opportunity here. 1 runner in scoring position in the form of Trey Colbin, who had an RBI single this inning. Mara, there's a shot in between short and third again, another hit, and they're going to go station to station, but now with the ball being bobbled out there in left field, Colbin will come around to score, so Lorenzo McFadden with a RBI single plates the 3rd run of the inning as Colbin comes across, and it's now 8-5. Colby Livingston now will come to the plate. 7th batter of the inning for the Marlins. Just 1 out. There's a little looper down the first base line. That will be foul. No chance for a play down there by either the first baseman, Alex Busby, or the right fielder, Joe Chambers. Makes it an 0-1 count. Santino Mara looking for outs. Runner not being held at first. Now sneaking in behind is Busby. He'll get back into position. Ground ball to second. On a second for 1. First can't make the double play. Good hustle down the line there by Livingston. Prevents the double play. Lead runner recorded out there at second in the form of McFadden. 4-6. So 2 outs in the inning. Now runners at first and third. And Noah Martin will come to the plate. Runner going. Strike. Throw to second. Got away from Becker. And that's going to allow the runner from third to score. That's Filio. And that's 4 runs in the inning. It's now 8-6. I'm not quite sure that that's what Coach Mara had in mind, but Scott from the crouch throws down to second base. Ball squirts into center field. There's a foul back by Noah Martin, now with Livingston out there in scoring position. Big inning for the Marlins. Looked like the Nationals had things in control. There's strike 3 to end the inning, but not before the Marlins push 4 runs across on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. They leave 1 man left on base. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's a new ball game, 8-6. Nationals over the Marlins.
what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Here we go, bottom half of the sixth inning. Big top half for the Marlins, plating 4 to make it an 8-6 ball game. Leading off for the Nationals will be Tyler Becker. Walked twice in his 3 at-bats. Still on the mound for the Marlins, Dylan Shea. As Becker steps in left-handed. There's a shot into right field. First pitch hitting, Tyler Becker lines one into right field for a base hit, leading things off here in the 6th for the Nationals. Could possibly be the last inning based on the 2-hour rule here in the Pony League division at HARC. Coming up to bat now, Caleb Scott. Fielder's choice in the first, struck out in the second, walked in the fourth, came around to score in the fourth, also scored in the first. Good speed out there at first in the form of Tyler Becker. Always looking like he's going to run. And there he goes. Ball's on the outside part of the plate. Throw down, good throw, and just misses. Becker out there. Filio with a nice throw. Unable to hold on to the ball was Noah Mildren. Looked like he possibly could have had him, but on the first hop, Mildren kind of bumped into Becker, his glove hitting Becker, and the ball coming loose, allowing Becker to slide in safely. There's a high fly ball to center field. Burchak drifting, makes the one-hand grab for the first out of the inning. So Caleb Scott flies out to center field, and that will allow Santino Mara to come to the plate with Becker out there in scoring position with 1 out. Santino, line shot to center in the first, caught. Hard shot to short, 6-3 in the second, but singled with 2 RBIs in the fourth with bases loaded. Just outside, ball 1. Outfield really deep now for Santino Mara. 1-0 delivery, just outside again, 2-0. Mara concentrating, facing Shea. 3 identical pitches just on the outside of the strike zone. Mara 3-0, I'm sure he'll have the green light. There's a shot in left field, and that will be in for a base hit. That's going to send Becker around to try to score, and they're going to cut it as Mara will come into second base standing. So Becker scores on the RBI single by Santino Mara. Mara goes to second on the throw, and that will make it a 9-6 ball game. As Robinson will come to the plate, 3 for 3 tonight. Singled in the first, came around to score. Singled in the third, tripled with a couple RBIs in the fourth. Takes strike 1. Shea again gets the sign, checks the runner. Curveball just misses. One and one now to Tristan Robinson. Throw back. Diving in safely is Mara. Yankees and the Cubs to follow here at the Pony Field. Coach Mara down at third, flashing some signs. Here's a pitch. Outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Tristan Robinson working on a 3-for-3 evening. Fake back again as Mara dives back in safely. No throw made. Twilight action here at the Mulholland Field. There's a looper into left, and that will fall for a base hit. Mara around third. He'll come in to score. Ball will be cut off to keep Robinson at first, and that's a 4-for-4 evening for Tristan Robinson. RBI single brings Mara in, makes it 10-6. And another at bat now for Alex Busby with 1 out and 1 on. Busby 2 for 3. Singled in the first and scored, singled in the fourth. That ball outside gets away from Filio. Strong throw, but in there safely is Robinson. He'll call timeout. So Dylan Shea here in the 6th inning. Now 2-0 to Alex Busby. Strong effort by Dylan Shea, thrown a lot of pitches, but still looks strong out there. Ground ball to third. That's going to be foul and knocked down there nicely by Buddy Mara. Not cleanly, though. I'm going to have to question that left hand there of Buddy Mara. Here's a pitch. Pop up to third. Coming over from short is Mildren to make a nice over-the-shoulder catch in shallow left field. Nice play there by Noah Mildren for the 2nd out. That's his play all the way, coming from the shortstop position. No chance there for the third baseman, Trey Colbin. So another nice play there by Mildren. 2 outs. Little looper up the middle. That's going to have eyes and be stopped by the second baseman. But nice little hit there by Kyle Sexton, as he just looped it right over the second base bag, and neither Mildren or Pegg could make it over there to catch it on a fly. And once that ball hit dirt, it was a clean hit for Kyle Sexton. So now with 2 outs, you have first and third, and Jake Keffer will come to the plate. Sexton on at first. Probably will be running on the pitch. Will not. Strike called against Jake Keffer. Good heat on that fastball here late in the 6th inning. Give credit to Dylan Shea. There's a little roller to first base. Flip now to Shea. Nice play covering first. So Noah Martin, flips to Dylan Shea for the 3rd out of the inning. 2 runs across for the Nationals in the bottom of the 6th. And that makes the score 10-6. And I believe that will do it with the 2-hour limit here at the Pony League. Teams lining up to shake hands. That's going to be our final. The Nationals 10 and the Marlins 6. We'll be right back on the South Union Township Sports Network to wrap things up. Gary Frankhauser along with Jerry Dupay.
Davis and Davis, helping the injured.
If you're injured in an accident, after you address the medical problems, you're going to be faced with numerous questions concerning who's going to pay your medical bills, your property damage, the wages that you might be losing if you can't go to work. These are things that you need counsel for.
That your income is protected, that your bills are paid, that your family's taken care of. We've been doing this since 1976. We've helped injured people. We can help you.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. The Marlins dropping to the Nationals 10-6 here in 6 innings on the Pony Field, the Mulholland Field. And let's take a look at the final statistics. For the Marlins, 6 runs on 10 hits. They did leave 5 men on base. And hitting well for the Marlins, Trey Colbin was 3 for 3 with a double, triple, and a single. Dylan Shea with a long home run in the first inning, and he also singled in the fourth to go 2 for 3. So those were the big bats for the Marlins. And Dylan Shea goes the distance on the mound for the Marlins. For the Nationals, 10 runs on 14 hits. They left 7 men on base. And Tristan Robinson, 4 for 4, 3 singles and a triple, led the way for the Nationals. Also, Joe Chambers, 2 for 4. Looking down the lineup, a double for Patrick Cavanaugh in his call-up status. And 2 hits for Alex Busby. Santino Mara also with a couple of hits, leading the way for the Nationals. So that'll do it. The Nationals come away with the victory 10-6, and you've been watching the South Union Township Sports Network, with tonight's game being brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring the supervisors of South Union, Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and everyone at CUTV, Gary Smith with his staff. This has been Gary Frankhauser on the play-by-play, Jerry Dupay on the camera. Another South Union Township Sports Network presentation. Good night, everyone.